Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here. I was thinking of doing a video about uh, usually one of my lists, what I normally do about my patterns and habits and hobbies and things like or certain patterns and habits I have. But I thought I'd leave that till the 21st for some reason. I was a bit tired today, so I thought I might. I'm not feeling too tired at the moment, but I was a bit tired, so I thought I'd leave that till to cover it for another day. So I was thinking of it, but it's been a little bit of a stressful day, but it's getting a bit better anyway. So anyway, I thought I'd cover a video for a bit of fun about another one of my football videos about, since I'm talking a lot about Asia, but also as an Italian football fan. Got my Inter top at the moment, but I support all the Italian teams. So anyway, I'd love to encourage, I've got to get my camera at the right angle, to encourage people from across Asia to become fans of Serie and Celtic, which are two. So, well, Serie has a number of clubs, but I'm one of the few people who loves all the Italian clubs. But anyway, so I would love to discuss or hear any ideas about how to promote Serie or Celtic across Asia and encourage them to support Italian clubs. Like, I know a lot of people support Man United across Asia, but I love them to support Italian teams either instead of or as well as. So I suppose they could have Man United as a favourite English team, and then they could have a favourite Italian team, or they might love Italian football as well. Like Inter is actually owned by Chinese business people, the Suning Group. So I think that has helped with the popularity across China. And when I went to see the San Siro in Italy, there was a lot of Chinese tourists. So I think I know a fair few people from China live in Milan as well. So, but I think they seem to have a connection as well. Anywho, so I thought I'd discuss that plan and how to market Italian football around the world. I'd love Serie A, any videos that to do with Serie A, especially the main page, if you like, on the main channel for Serie A, the club team, sorry, the Italian league, and also Celtic as well, and also the individual clubs in Italy like Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, and so on and so forth. To have I have this really ambitious dream to have 1 billion subscribers for Serie A or something ridiculous like that, and or at least as many views as possible and as many subscribers, views. I'd love them to have 1 billion or more views and subscribers, and people who share it and like the videos and things like that. And also same for Celtic, and videos I do like this. Hopefully, as I often talk about, if I do get enough views and do get enough money, then I hope to donate any of the profits also towards Serie A, or in this case probably half of them towards Serie A and half towards Celtic, to invest in football, in facilities, or to help the clubs financially, because a lot of football now is about a financial situation. You'll see clubs that go bust because of finances. So it's a lot of it like a business nowadays. So I'd love to know also anyone who has any ideas about how Serie A can be popular in Asia or Celtic also, and also in Africa as well and around the world. How we can get more fans and that sort of thing. So anyone who might have thought of ideas that I haven't thought about, or maybe through watching this video, maybe people's. I'll try and share the link of both Celtic and Serie A in the comment section below as well. So I was thinking of trying to talk for about 10 minutes about this, but I often run out of things to say. So that's probably one of the reasons why I do sort of list videos, because then I can think of sort of lists of ideas about how to promote Serie A or that sort of thing. But yeah, I thought I'd share some of my passion about football and about Serie A, and I've talked in previous videos about my reason why I'm an Italian football fan. But just to go through the story again, just because I'm running out of things to say. So, when I was at high school, when I was about 14 or so, I think I was about 12. I sat on the table with my friends. Most of my friends were Indian at school, and I sat with one of my friends, and this Indian girl sat near us, and my mate asked, I don't know if he knew her or not, but anyway, he said, "How come you're sitting there?" Which is a bit of a weird question, but anyway, she said, "I fancy this Italian guy." So after that, I thought I look Italian. I didn't know why, but I didn't know. I suppose I'm quite kind of tanned, but not not as brown as Indian, because I'm only half Indian, so I suppose that's probably why. But I thought it's like some sort of feature, maybe my eyes or nose or whatever looks tan. So after a while, I decided to support Italy. Unfortunately, we didn't do quite well internationally since that time. We've been to 3 finals, but only won one of them. So I suppose it's not too bad for most countries, but because Italy's known to be good at football, that's why I talk about bringing that back, those glory days. But as I said before, the 90s are like a glorious time for Italian football. We had some great players playing in Serie from around the world. So I've just thought of a question I could ask any football fans as well, if any football fans are watching this. I've stumbled across this crazy guy making a video. I'd love to know what, and maybe I could have included this. This is another idea I forgot about to include in the videos I was making where we're talking about lists of ideas. But what would be your all-time Italian top team, like team of 11 or top 10 players to play in Serie A, or because that's a nice rounding number, or top 20 or 30 or 100 or even 1,000, or whatever number you can think of. But I'd love to know some of your favourite players who are playing into, like Platini or Ruud Gullit or Maradona or players like that, and also perhaps some of the greatest players you've managed to see live or managed to watch on TV, or any clips that you can have of Serie A. And please check out the Serie A channel as well, Throwback Serie A, which looks at all the old clips from the glory days of Italian football and things like that. So I think Ronaldo was a great signing, because that's hopefully has brought a lot of fans of Ronaldo to Serie A. And I'd love to see Messi come to Serie A as well. I'd love to have a crowdfunder, especially maybe to see him at Juventus, because to be on the same team as Ronaldo. But I know some people might think it would be better if he was on a rival team, because especially if they support a rival team, but especially because it would make the league more competitive. Another thing would be, I'd love to know how Juventus fans rate Ronaldo in terms of the history of the club, like having players like Platini and Zidane and players like that in history. Also players like Trezeguet and players like that. I wonder where they would rate Ronaldo, and that would be like. I think from what I've seen is, I've not really watched many games recently. I've not really had a chance to watch many games, but I think it'll probably be fairly close between him and Zidane. I really thought Zidane was an amazing player as well and had some great skills. And there's been some great players to play in Serie A generally, like Ronaldinho, the old Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo. He had some fantastic skills, and many others as well. And I'd love to hear what sort of managers, coaches, players, or whatnot that you would love to see in Italy, like Pep Guardiola, perhaps, or players like that. Managers like that, or what sort of players would you love to see in Italy? So please comment any ideas you can below, especially Italian football fans, but all football fans welcome. And I'd love to see similar posts for Celtic as well, which is another team I love. Coincidentally, both have a Catholic connection, although I'm not Catholic, but it just so happens that I do like those teams. Anyway, I know I've mentioned before why I like Celtic, because it's like an anti-imperialist thing. Because Rangers, like the rivals, they're like pro union, and they support the Queen and the military and that sort of thing. And I'm like an anti-imperialist, so which is quite strange. I support Italy, I know. So that's anywho. I'd love to know what you think, how I cover this topic, and as ever, I'd love to have your comments, like how you think I can improve. I know I always ask, but I hope one day someone will make a comment about, hopefully in a positive way, about what they think about my videos or anything like that. Anywho, I think I might call it a wrap, because. But I'd also love to know what you think of an ideal length of a video would be. I'm probably going to make a cup of tea, because I haven't had a cup of tea for about 2.5 hours, which for me is probably a record. Anyway, peace and love.